In this video, I'll show you how to set up your Samsung Smart TV. So let's get started right away. During this setup process, you'll need the remote and you'll navigate using those arrows, and to confirm a selection, you need to press the button right in the middle. So the first thing you're gonna see once you turn on the TV for the very first time is the screen where you need to select your language. So go ahead. In my case, I'll select English. Next step, they will ask you to download the SmartThings app on your smartphone. But what if you do not want to do this? Well, luckily for you, you're not obligated, and you just have to press on the right arrow on the remote control to skip this step. On this screen, they will ask you to connect the antenna to the back of your TV and the different HDMI devices you may have, a PlayStation, an Xbox, a cable box, or anything else that are using HDMI, even some audio receivers. The ports are located on the back of the TV on the side. These are the HDMI ports. Over here we have 2 of them. Maybe yours will have 3. We have a USB port in case you want to input a USB thumb drive with your movies, and the antenna is plugged in this port over here. Usually it says ANT in. This is for the antenna. Some Samsung Smart TV may also have the composite in connection. This is for older devices in case you want to connect a VCR to your Smart TV. Additionally, you also have a digital audio out. This is in case you want to use an optical cable to connect your soundbar or your receiver to your TV. If you have a Fire TV stick or a Roku stick, this is the time to connect it to your TV in one of the HDMI ports. For the purpose of this video, I'll connect an antenna on the back of this TV. And by the way, I have put links in the description if you want to get an antenna from Amazon or other accessories for your Samsung Smart TV. Okay, great. I have connected the antenna, and now over here you see you'll have a confirmation saying that it is connected. If you have connected some HDMI cables, you also get the confirmation in green that they are indeed connected and the TV recognizes them. Press next. Now it's time to connect your Smart TV to the internet. So select from the list your Wi-Fi network from your home or your office. Once you selected it, press the middle button. And now you have to enter the password of this Wi-Fi network. Navigate using the arrows on your remote control. And to select, you just have to select using the middle key. Once you're done typing your password, simply select Done. Now wait just a few seconds, and you'll get the green check mark confirming that everything is done properly. Next, you have to put a check mark on the left side of I agree to all simply by pressing the middle button here and then press OK. Now it's time to connect your TV to your Samsung account. You're not obligated to do so. Unfortunately, if you choose to not connect your TV to your Samsung account, you won't be able to download some apps and you won't have access to other features. So I highly encourage you to connect to your Samsung account. If you do not have one, no problem. Just choose Create Account here and you'll be able to connect. You'll be able to create one in just a few minutes. So they will ask you to go on this website here, or if you do not want to type on your smartphone, simply scan this QR code. So take your smartphone, get it closer to that QR code, and on iPhones you're going to see this small yellow sign here. Just tap on it and it will bring you directly to that website. Once you're on that website, press Sign In. Then once you're on this screen, you're going to select Create Account over here. Next step, we need to check every single option here. Then press Agree. And now you have to fill this small form with your personal information. Once you are done, you're going to press the Next button. Now it's time to go on the email you give them and confirm and confirm your email. They will give you a PIN code in that email. Copy that PIN code. You need to go back on the Samsung website that you were previously and paste that verification code. Press next. And then press done. On the screen of your TV, you should see that something has changed and that you're now signed in with your Samsung account. Go ahead and press the middle button here to select next. They will ask you to register your TV. You're not obligated to do this step. You can do it if you want. It's easier in case you need to service your TV under warranty. But if you do not want, like me, simply press the right side arrow here and you're going to skip this step. The TV can also back up on your Samsung account the different apps you download, your PIN codes, and other personal information. If you want your Samsung account to be used as a backup, you can select over here backup data. If you do not want this, go down and select skip. Now it's time to select one of these options. In my case, I have connected an antenna in the back, but if you have connected your cable or satellite box with an HDMI, you're going to select the other option. So in my case, it's antenna. I will keep it checked and press the middle button here. The TV will scan for all the channels that are available and they will be displayed over here. In my case, they found 122, but be careful because they only find 7 using my antenna and 115 using Samsung TV Plus, which what it is, it's just channels that are broadcast on the internet and everybody has access to these. So press next and then press next once again. Now they'll ask you to sign in into your favorite service. Over here I only have Prime Video. Maybe you will have multiple options. I do not have Prime Video, so what I'll do, I'll simply go over here and select skip. If you want to log in into your Prime Video membership, just select the top option there and you'll be able to log in. And finally, you're gonna get this screen. Press the middle button once again and it will say start enjoying your TV. So let me give you a quick tour of your Samsung Smart TV, at least of the basic things you need to know. So on the remote control, if you want to change between HDMI 1, HDMI 2, your composite input or your cable TV or your antenna, you need to press over here. You see the top button, it's the source button. Every time I'm pressing on it, this will appear down below and every devices that is connected will appear in this menu over here and you'll be able to select them with the arrows and the middle button here. In my case, I only have my antenna connected, therefore you can only see TV. So this is it. I hope my video was helpful to you. If so, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. First, take your remote control and you see there is a home button over there. Tap on it once. You'll have this menu appearing on the bottom of the screen and we need to press on the left side arrow on the remote control once or sometimes, depending on your model, a few times until you select apps. You see over there, apps. Once you're there, press the OK button, the middle button here between the arrows to select it. And then you should get this screen. This screen is where all the apps are located, the one that you have and the one that you do not have and you can download. So to search for a specific app, you need to go on the top right corner where there is a magnifying glass. You navigate using the arrows like this, press the middle button, and here you'll have to type the app that you want. If you simply want to browse the apps that are available, go back with the return button on the remote control, go down, and here you're going to have many different suggestions. So let's say sports over there, I'll press OK. And here will be displayed all the apps that are related to sports. So let's check one of these. So let's say I want to download TSN here. I'll press OK. And you'll have the install button. Now it's very important to install any apps on your Samsung Smart TV. You need to be logged in into your Samsung account. If not, it's impossible to download anything. If you're logged in, you can simply press the install button, and over here you're gonna get the small loading bar telling you that it's downloading and installing. If not, it will tell you on the screen that you need to log in into your Samsung account. And I'll put a small clip in this video showing you what you need to do in case you do not have one and wish to create one. Okay, so we are back here. The TSN app that I just downloaded got installed because once you download an app, it's getting installed automatically. What I suggest is that you select Add to Home after you download any apps. Why? Because let me show you. I'll press Add to Home here. It will be added to your home menu here. So here they'll ask you to place the app, and with the arrows you can move it around. Let's say this is an important app and I want to put it first. I'll put it here. If I want to put it last, I just need to put it there and press the enter button. Now every time I will press the home button on my remote control, the apps that are on my home screen will all appear here. So this is why it's important to place it there, because you can download an app, but it will not appear here unless you press Add to Home. So the first thing you need to do is to take your remote control and you're going to press the home button here. It should be right beside the Netflix button and the Prime Video button. This menu will appear, and what you need to do is to press the left side arrow on the remote control. Sometimes you need to press it once, sometimes multiple times. You need to have apps highlighted down below. Once you've done this, press the OK button on the remote control to select it. Now this menu will appear, and all the apps that are installed on this TV will appear on this row. Sometimes the app looks like this, and you need to press arrow down a few times until you see downloaded apps. From here, you need to select the app you want to delete. So let's say I want to delete TSN. I'll go on it, and you'll need to keep press the OK button during 2 seconds until a special menu appears. If you just press it once, it will launch the app, and this is not what we want. So I'll keep my OK button pressed, and this menu will launch. Now I just have to go down and select delete, press OK, then select delete again, and the app will be completely gone from your Samsung Smart TV. If you simply want to delete an app from your home screen and not from your TV, so let's say every time you press the home button here, you want to delete it from this list, but you do not want to delete it from the memory of your TV, then what you need to do is to press the home button to have this menu appearing. Then with the right side arrow, go over the app you want to hide from this menu. Let's say I do not want Apple TV here to appear. Then press arrow down once, and then arrow down another time and select remove. Then select remove once more. And the app will be deleted from this list over there. You can put it back at any time since you have not deleted it.